he set up an idol beside the fire, saying, He that bows down to this idol is saved, and if he bow not, he shall sit in the heart of the fire. Inasmuch as he did not give due punishment to this idol of self, from the idol of his self the other idol was born. The idol of yourself is the mother of all idols, because that material idol is only a snake, while this spiritual idol is a dragon. The self is as iron and stone, whence fire is produced, while the material idol is as the sparks, those sparks are quieted, quenched, by water. But how should the stone and iron be allayed by water? How should a man, having these twain, be secure? The idol is the black water in a jug, the self is a fountain for the black water. That sculptured idol is like the black torrent, the idol-making self is a fountain full of water for it. A single piece of stone will break 100 pitchers, but the fountain is jetting forth water incessantly. 'Tis easy to break an idol, very easy, to regard the self as easy, to subdue, is folly, folly. O son, if you seek to know the form of the self, read the story of hell with its 7 gates. Every moment, there proceeds from the self an act of deceit, and in every one of those deceits 100 pharaohs are drowned together with their followers. Flee to the God of Moses and to Moses, do not from Pharaoh's quality, rebellious insolence, spill the water of the faith. Lay your hand on, cleave to, the one God, and Ahmad, Muhammad. O brother, escape from the bujal of the body. How a child began to speak amidst the fire and urged the people to throw themselves into the fire. That Jew brought to that idol a woman with her child, and the fire was blazing. He took the child from her and cast it into the fire. The woman was affrighted and withdrew her heart from, abandoned, her faith. She was about to bow down before the idol, when the child cried, Verily, I am not dead. Come in, O mother, I am happy here, although in appearance I am amidst the fire. The fire is a spell that binds the eye for the sake of screening the truth. This is, in reality, a divine mercy which has raised its head from the collar, has been manifested from the unseen. Come in, mother, and see the evidence of God, that thou mayst behold the delight of God's elect. Come in, and see water that has the semblance of fire. Come away from a world which is, really, fire and, only, has the semblance of water. Come in, and see the mysteries of Abraham, who in the fire found cypress and jessamine. I was seeing death at the time of birth from thee, sore was my dread of falling from thee, but, when I was born, I escaped from the narrow prison of the womb, into a world of pleasant air and beautiful color. Now I deem the earthly world to be like the womb, since in this fire I have seen such rest. In this fire I have seen a world wherein every atom possesses the life-giving breath of Jesus. Lo, it is a world apparently non-existent, but essentially existent, while that other world is apparently existent, but has no permanence. Come in, mother, I beseech thee, by the right of motherhood, see this fire, how it hath no fieriness. Come in, mother, for felicity is come. Come in, mother, do not let fortune slip from thy hand. Thou hast seen the power of that Jewish cur. Come in, that thou mayst see the power of God's grace. 'Tis only out of pity that I am drawing thy feet hither, for indeed such is my rapture that I have no care for thee. Come in and call the others also, for the king has spread a festal table within the fire. O true believers, come in, all of you, accept this sweetness. Adbai, all is torment, adhab. Oh, come in, all of you, like moths, come into this fortune which hath 100 springtimes. Thus, he was crying amidst that multitude. The souls of the people were filled with awe. After that, the folk, men and women, alike, cast themselves unwittingly into the fire. 805. Without custodian, without being dragged, for love of the friend, because from him is the sweetening of every bitterness, until it came to pass that the kings, myrmidons were holding back the people, saying, Do not enter the fire. The Jew became black-faced, covered with shame, and dismayed. He became sorry and sick at heart, because the people grew more loving, ardent, in their faith and more firm in mortification, fana, of the body. Thanks be to God, the devil's plot caught him in its toils, thanks be to God, the devil saw himself disgraced. That which he was rubbing, the shame he was inflicting, on the faces of those persons, the Christians, was all accumulated on the visage of that vile wretch. He who was busy rending the garment, honor and integrity, of the people, his own garment, was rent, while they were unhurt. How the mouth remained awry of a man who pronounced the name of Muhammad, on whom be peace, derisively. He made his mouth wry and called the name of Ahmad, Muhammad, in derision, his mouth remained awry. He came back, saying, Pardon me, O Muhammad, O thou to whom belong the divine gifts of esoteric knowledge. In my folly I was ridiculing thee, but I myself was related to ridicule and deserving it. When God wishes to rend the veil of any one, expose him to shame, he turns his inclination towards reviling holy men. When God wishes to hide the blame of any one, he, that person, does not breathe a word of blame against the blameworthy. When God wishes to help us, he turns our inclination towards humble lament. Oh, happy the eye that is weeping for his sake! Oh, fortunate the heart that is seared for his sake! The end of every weeping is laughter at last. The man who foresees the end is a blessed servant of God. Wherever is flowing water, there is greenery, wherever are running tears, the divine mercy is shown. Be moaning and moist-eyed like the water wheel, that green herbs may spring up from the courtyard of your soul. If you desire tears, have mercy on one who sheds tears. If you desire mercy, show mercy to the weak.